girl. All right. Good morning, or first 931. I
Morning,
am your
everybody.
host of the show, Kelly Walker Slaughter, alongside my special in studio guest today.
Matt Campbell, how are y'all this morning?
And
Hope
we,
everybody's well.
I know, right? And we are live at Juicy's Wellness and Cafe. And we are having another episode here at the comfy couch and the big cool chair. Yeah. If anybody remembers that clown that sits on the big comfy couch, did you ever get to watch that?
Well, after my time, but I was familiar with it.
Okay. But anyways, it was a cool chick. You just got to look it up. Look up Big Comfy Couch on YouTube. That's the best you can do it because I don't think it exists anymore. But with that said, let's start off the show like we always do here at Warren First 931 with our weather update. Now, of course, looking into our weather, and I do apologize, guys. I thought I had all this media stuff out of the way. There we go. Okay. With that being said, right now in McMinnville, the sun is shining. Clouds are parting like the Red Sea, but it is 71 degrees in McMinnville. Today's high will be 79. Tonight's low will be 47. Partly cloudy conditions are expected around 2 p.m. today. Wind gusts are going to be up to 9 miles per hour. And then the rest of the forecast for the week, unfortunately, it does look like tomorrow it is got an 50% chance of thunderstorms and showers. So everybody be prepared for that. And then some, the high will be 80, the low will be 57. And on Saturday, it's going to be a 90% chance of rain, 74 degrees, the high, 59 the low. Sunday, cloudy. And then everybody needs to buckle up because as of right now, have you seen the forecast for next week?
I have not.
Well, Monday is a 35% chance of thunders and showers and thunderstorms. Tuesday's 85%. Wednesday's 70%. Thursday's 75%. Friday, 70%. That's all next week. Rain. Now, listen, I know that the nurserymen that are going to be watching this show are probably thinking, hallelujah, please bring the rain.
It has been dry for some time.
It has been dry, and the allergies are flourishing. And I know when a good rain comes, it just like gets the pollen and, all that away. But with that being said, we want to say thanks again to Reddick Brown Ford for being our community weather sponsors. If you would like to be a weather sponsor here on the show, please let us know. Calling us at 931-369-3050, or you always can message us on Facebook Messenger as well. But as I said, starting off the show strong this morning at Juicy's, not only starting strong, you always need get your juice on. This is my way of keeping the allergies and the pollen at bay. If you guys have not tried their lemon berry, and Sydney, what are you drinking today?
I'm drinking the Orange Starburst.
Orange Starburst. And they have a thing called a Vampire Slayer. They have a lot of concoctions for just about anything in this place. So if you want to get your juice on, check out Juicy's Wellness and Cafe. All right, because I always have to get my lemon berry in. And by the way, if you have not purchased a 16-ounce 25 jar of their elderberry, Cindy's Magic Serum, you need to do it. It saves me constantly. But I have Matt on the show today because we're going to talk a lot about what is going on at the Magnus Library with him. And then maybe we'll dive into some other stuff too, because I know the poetry thing's coming up as well. And I want to make sure we hit up on that later. But first off, we want to welcome him. We're here today with a patron of the Magnus Library. And Matt, for anybody that doesn't know you, just tell us a little bit about yourself and how long you've been here to the area.
Well, I've lived here. I've lived in McMinnville since September of 2009, so about 17 years at this point. But I'm actually from nearby. I was raised in Grundy County, originally from Grundy County. Went to elementary school and high school in Grundy County. Traveled a little bit for college, not too far. Murfreesboro, a little town in East Tennessee called Madisonville, Tullahoma and Lynchburg. Well, Motlow and Lynchburg.
Yeah.
But other than that, I've been here about 17 years.
Okay. Awesome.
And I've been a patron of Magnus Library for about as long.
I was gonna say, how long have you been? So like as soon as you moved here, the library was your home.
Yeah, one of my first things to do whenever I moved to town was basically just start walking around town a little bit, exploring.
Yeah.
I mean, I was going to live here, so I mean, there are some big landmarks that if you come to town,
Right.
you're familiar with. Like,
Yeah.
but you need to know where all the little things are, like the library, various government offices, things like that. So
Yeah.
I took a walk around town, and Magnus was one of my first stops because
Mhm.
you have to get a library card.
Right. You have to, and if you haven't got a library card, it's pretty easy to do.
Yes, you just need 2 forms of ID, one
Mhm.
photo ID and one with your current address, and it's free. But if you've had a library card in the past and you've lost it, it's only $1 to replace it, but you do need those IDs.
Yeah. So speaking of the library, speaking of moving to town, what truly brought you to the library first and foremost?
Career opportunities. There's not much of a job market
Mhm.
in Grundy outside of a handful of industries, which I just don't have the gifting in. So I came here for something that would play more to my strengths, and it took a while to find something, but it has. I've been at Cumberland Biscuit Company next month. Actually, next Friday will make 5 years to the month I have been at Cumberland Biscuit Company.
Oh wow, with Matt and Anna Sands.
Yeah.
Love that. They've had a huge part in your work life.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, 5 years is a long time to be employed by anybody,
Yeah. I love that.
especially anymore.
Yeah. Now, what's your favorite part about the library?
Well, that's the thing. It changes with time. Initially, one of the first things I did was I was very much a fan of the internet access there.
Right.
I did not have internet access at home for several years. Just it was an expense that I didn't have. But I've since gotten internet access at home, and so that's shifted more toward the fiction of the library.
Mhm.
I mean, libraries are great ways to entertain yourselves on a budget. That's always been one of the things that surprises me about these financial
Yeah.
advisors, guys like Dave Ramsey. They never really talk up public libraries as a way to entertain yourself. You can basically check out about 20 books for nearly a month, and it's free.
Yeah.
Books, movies, internet access. They also provide services for the community.
Yeah.
If you're a parent, a stay-home parent, or someone who has a small child and you want to entertain the small child, libraries have story times, coloring sheets, pretty extensive children's
Yeah.
divisions.
Yeah.
I know Magnus Library recently instituted a puzzle exchange where you can give or take puzzles.
Oh, that's cool.
Yes,
I didn't know about that. I'm a huge puzzler.
they're by the entrance to the children's library.
Okay. Because me and my son, we like to do puzzles because, kids, and I'm telling you, if you have and I don't mean this in an ugly way, but if you do have a ADHD child type of person in your family, puzzles are the best way to like horn that in. We got a 1,000-piece puzzle done in about 4 hours, which isn't terrible.
Yeah,
Pretty good.
that's
I don't
really
know if
good.
that's a record or not, but I was doing it by myself, and then Walker kind of chimed in. But that's really neat to know that exchanging puzzles and stuff.
Yeah, it works similar to the little free libraries here in town. Leave one, take one,
Okay, I like that.
and bring it back. Bring it back when you're done, or keep it, but replace it. Whatever you want to do.
So, how many times do you think you visit the library?
Well, I visit at least 2 to 3 times a week.
Mm-hmm.
On mornings when I need to know whether or not I may or may not be at work, I will wait out there to see if I'm needed.
Yeah.
Not to commit kind of a serious no and talk up the competition, but Magnus Library does have a current standing subscription to the Southern Standard, so the paper can be read for free there. If anyone is looking for work, they can use the classifieds for the Standard for free at Magnus Library
Yeah.
on Wednesdays, Fridays, and Saturdays, which are the days the Standard comes out.
Gotcha. And then with that, what keeps you coming back to the Magnus Library?
Just Proximity. I live just down the street from it at Spangler Tower, so it's only about a 15-minute walk.
Yeah.
It's very convenient. Like I said, it's a great way to entertain yourself on a
Mhm.
budget. And the staff are very friendly. They're very supportive, very knowledgeable.
Yeah.
And even when they're not necessarily knowledgeable, when they're young and as a first major physician, they're very enthusiastic. They're happy to help.
Yeah. So follow up to that, how has the library made a difference for you in your life?
It has provided a way to entertain myself. It's provided some forms of socialization. It's provided a way to stay in touch with friends at a distance for many years. I could email there.
Yeah.
And honestly, this is going to sound somewhat selfish. I think there comes a point in everyone's life where you want to start giving back what you know and care about to your community or people or to the next generation.
Yeah.
Now I'm a bachelor. I don't have any children of my own this life. And one of the things I know and care about is comics and graphic novels. As
Yeah.
a younger man, as a child, they were a moral primer. And they were a great way to entertain yourself on a budget. Once upon a time, comics were only 75 cents to $1. And some still are in terms of back issues if you go to some shops. So, but living in a one-bedroom apartment, space becomes a premium quickly.
Yeah.
So one of the things I've been doing over the past several years is downsizing my graphic novel library by donating many
Yeah.
pieces I don't have a use for anymore to Magnus Library.
I was going to say, that's awesome that you're, giving back to your community in the best way you know how.
Yes, and libraries are very open to accepting book donations. They're willing, as long as someone examines them and they're nothing too inappropriate, I should say.
Yeah.
I know some libraries have 50 Shades of Grey on the shelf, but some of the works that have come out in the aftermath of that are a little much.
Yeah.
But as long as it's nothing along those lines, they're perfectly willing to consider anything for addition to the stacks.
Yeah. So like you're talking about this massive collection, how big is it? How large is it?
Well, the graphic, I know in terms of what I've donated a little over 40 graphic novels, most of which are still in circulation. They're very popular.
Yeah.
I've been told the graphic novel section in young adult upstairs has become the most popular section of the library with children and teens.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And why do you think libraries like the Magnus are important to communities like ours?
Well, and historically, they're community hubs. They're very much in the center of town.
Mhm.
They're on the main square of town, or just off the main square of town. They provide community entertainment at low to no cost.
Mm-hmm.
I know one of the things Magnus Library has recently branched out into is mahjong.
Oh yeah.
They offer free mahjong nights, 2 nights a
Mhm.
week.
Oh, yeah, they got a lot of stuff they offer, like line dancing, AI classes.
Yes.
I mean, just a little bit of everything. Oh, just they're looking for people interested in CPR.
Yeah.
I think
And-
that's really neat.
And I've been asked to mention this. On the first Saturday of every month, there's a writers group that meets at Magnus Library called Prologue. They meet from 9:30 until about 11:30. They'll be meeting soon in a few weeks on the
Mhm.
first Saturday of May 2nd,
Okay.
with a seminar type workshop at the beginning of the class,
Mm-hmm.
the beginning of the meeting, focusing on elevator pitches. How to simplify your pitch for anything you want to write to make it as simple and direct and easily understood as possible
Yeah.
to editors and publishers. And then that'll take about an hour, and then there'll be a brief break, and then after that there'll be a discussion of members' works at that time.
Okay.
And one of the things I'm hoping to do is increase turnout there by speaking with the young men and women who will be at the poetry recital from the Warren County High School Poetry Club this coming Friday at
Oh,
Tops
yeah,
from 5
tomorrow.
to 6.
That's right.
Yeah, tomorrow evening.
And so, with all this stuff coming up, one thing I don't think you've mentioned just yet is the Superhero Day.
Yes.
Yeah. Can you talk about that one?
Well,
Or is it a secret?
no.
We don't even know the superheroes are coming.
no, it's fairly open.
Okay.
If any of you got your free calendar for the year at Graves Pharmacy, you saw that the theme for the Graves Pharmacy's calendar for this year was various days. You know, what what day would be celebrated on any given date for every day of the year this year.
Yeah.
And coming up this Tuesday, April 28th, will be Superhero Day according to that
Oh.
calendar.
I love that.
So Magnus is planning some, not necessarily festivities, but it's just something to help celebrate that, just to make it a little fun.
A little fun and excitement. Yeah.
And this week, that's next week. This week is Library Appreciation Month.
Mm-hmm.
Library Appreciation Week, I should say.
I love that. Well, have we mentioned just about everything? I think we have.
That I can think of, yeah.
Okay.
There's a lot going on at Magnus Library. There's been a lot of expansion of services under Miss Cantrell.
There has. She's done her and Mary and the whole staff have done a phenomenal job of, even including the one thing I don't think we talked about, and I'll let you go after this, is the renovating of the the apartment where you could sit. Oh my gosh, what is it called?
Yes, I forget the name, but it's the old periodicals room. Formerly the new release room. Before that was moved to the main nonfiction hall.
Right.
That's been restored to the original condition it was in when the house was first built. It's truly beautiful.
It really is. The paint job and everything.
Yes. But that room is also serving as the current large print room. There's been some restructuring of the library. Yep. The downstairs basement area is being converted entirely into office space. I apologize. And mass market paperbacks have been moved into the former large print room, and large print has been moved into the auditorium space between the nonfiction section and the children's library.
Well, there you go. And guys, all this stuff that Matt's talking about, you can follow them online. Every Sunday or Monday, they post what the weekly activities are going to be.
Yes.
They do signups. Right now, I know they shared the CPR classes, like who would be interested in it or not. And if you want to be just basic training or a certification class. And I mean, again, the stuff that they're throwing out, I think the line was, do you want to become a lifesaver? And it's just amazing. But I want to say thank you for coming.
If I could have one final moment.
Sure can.
Miss Cantrell will be having an open to the public meeting with the director May 5th. It's currently planned for May 5th. Not quite scheduled yet, but it is planned for May 5th at 8:30 in the morning and again at 5:30 in the evening for people who can't make the morning session.
Okay, so it makes it doable for anyone. There's no excuse.
Yes, if you want to attend.
I love that. Well, guys, it has been a blast having Matt come in here and share his story. We're going to do a little write-up about Matt. So next week, be looking in that article for Matt and all things that's going on at the Magnus Library. And seriously, guys, if you want to know anything, all the interesting, intricate things going on with writing, novels, poetry, comics, this is the man, the myth, the legend, the Bachelor. It's Matt. Or Justin Matt Campbell, right? That's your full name.
Matthew.
Matthew, sorry. Matthew.
That's a short form.
I've always been introduced to him as Matt. So, but guys, it's been a blast sitting here with Matt and hanging out with him today and learning all the vast knowledge of what's going on at the Magnus Library and what he's got going on as well. So make sure you check out that amazing novel comic collection that you have generously donated, right?
Yeah.
To the Magnus Library, and check it out. And again, see a need, feel a need, as I say. But guys, remember, we're going to have more folks coming on the show today. We got Ray Bishop here as well at Juicy's Wellness and Cafe to talk more about what he's doing and how he can help you out with your business and more. But remember, keep it first.
Mold and mildew can make your property look worn down. Phil's Pressure Washing can restore the beauty of your home or business with gentle, soft washing. We clean roofs, driveways, gutters, decks, and more. Proudly serving McMinnville, Morrison, Sparta, Smithville, and surrounding areas. Fully insured and licensed with 10 plus years of experience. Call Phil's Pressure Washing today and let us do the dirty work.
located at 601 Beersheba Highway, McMinnville, or give them a call at 474-1776. At Our Coffee, we pour love into every cup of coffee we serve. Welcome to Our Coffee Drive-Thru, located at 601 Beersheba Highway, McMinnville. When you need help with your medical needs, who are you going to call? At Stacy's Wellness Pharmacy, you're not just a number, you're a part of our community. When you call Stacy's Wellness Pharmacy, you'll get a live person to help answer your medical questions. In a hurry? Try our convenient drive-thru. Stacy specializes in Mr. Stewart's over-the-counter and prescription cough syrups. Need to transfer your prescriptions? It's no trouble to transfer to Stacy's, where people care and wellness matters. Stacy's Wellness Pharmacy is located at 485 North Chancery Street, or give them a call at 474-0600.
Some call it Pioneer Country.
Some call it Tree City.
Some call it the WC.
We call it home.
From the first showing to the final signature.
From downtown charm to wide open fields.
Warren County isn't just on the map, it's where dreams are made.
Because when you're buying or selling in the WC, you deserve someone who gets it.
Make my mom your winning choice for buying or selling real estate in the WC.
Let's make your next move your best move.
Hi, this is Chris Chalpin, owner of Reddick Brown Ford right here in Morrison, Tennessee. In the nursery capital of the world, you need a truck that works as hard as you do. At Reddick Brown Ford, we understand growers, landscapers, and nursery owners because we serve Warren County every single day. From Ford Super Duty trucks to dependable commercial fleets, we help you haul, tow, and grow your business with confidence. Our team also knows your industry, your season, and your bottom line. So when it's time for your next work truck, don't go far from home. Reddick Brown Ford, proud to support the nursery community. Veteran owned and operated right here in Warren County.
Welcome back. Warren First 931. I'm your host of the show, Kelly Walker Slaughter. Once again, we are live here at Juicy's Wellness and Cafe. And let me tell you, I am smelling some good cooking going on. I think they're making, was it something with loaded potatoes, something?
It sounded like, what was it, a loaded potato wrap or something?
Loaded potato wrap. And it smells delicious. And I guarantee it's something I can't have because it's got so much flavor in it. Yeah.
No, it's
I bet the spice. Well, that's what I'm saying. I call it flavor. I add the flavor. But with me is my next in studio guest. We have Ray Bishop with Boost Brands, and he is going to talk to us all about how he can help, elevate your brand in a different, or boost your brand. Boost your brand in a different way, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So first off, for anybody that doesn't know Ray, I know Ray quite well, but tell everybody, who you are, where you came from, how long you lived here. Let's get to know Ray.
Okay, yeah. So my name is Ray Bishop. Actually, I have 4 names. My name is Charles Jeffrey Ray Bishop. So
Good Lord.
You probably didn't know that.
No, I did not.
Yeah. I'm from McMinnville. I've lived here my whole entire life. Born in 1995, so I'm 30 years old.
So young.
Met my wife in 8th grade. We've been together since 8th grade. We met when we were 13. So still together, love strong, and we got a beautiful family.
Yeah,
we got 2 beautiful little girls. Rayleigh, she's about to be 6, and Layla, she is 2. So,
oh my gosh.
And Layla looks like my wife, and Rayleigh looks like me.
Oh, so you got one of each at least.
And then
are
Ray,
we trying for?
No. That's all done.
Okay.
It's like God will. I mean, we're good to go. I mean,
yeah.
No more.
One
kids.
of each. I love it.
The boys would have been nice, but
Yeah.
I'm good. I wouldn't change it for the world. I love my little girls, so I'm
Yeah.
literally surrounded. We have a girl cat too, so it's just like it's
inevitable.
I'm only male in the house.
It's not a bad thing if you think about it. Because I've heard moms that have boy moms, and there's no other woman in the house.
Yeah.
They get treated like queens.
Oh, I will be treated.
You're gonna be treated like a king, man.
Yeah.
No one's gonna mess with you. And then, of course, before you started Boost Brands, are you still doing the boxing and stuff as well? Yeah.
I run so basically I work for the city part-time.
Yeah.
And we run so I work for the city, but I have like an internal boxing gym inside of that. So basically we train at the Civic Center, but then I take my guys to man, it just slipped my mind over there the past forgot what it's called. I'll think of it in a
Where's
second.
that? Where's it located?
I
Has
can't-
to be a W, isn't it?
no, we take them to. It's the Young Men's United.
Okay.
So yeah, so basically Nelson Ramsey hooked me up there about 2 years ago, so we can actually go spar there because
Okay.
they don't want us doing that at the city or nothing like that. So
Yeah.
I take the guys and the gals to their to the actual Young Men's United, and we go spar there and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Is it the North Gym?
Yep, that right there.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, you
So
go
yeah,
up
we've
in our
had
gym.
we've had guys come out and we've been able to change a bunch of young men's life and change their direction and how they think and act and go. So we've got guys that's got over 10 plus fights and good records and Golden Glove
I know.
guys.
Yeah,
and all
I
that
was
stuff.
gonna say y'all go on the road and
Yep.
compete with
Yep.
other counties.
Yeah, we haven't fought in a while. We actually just fought recently, but we're starting to pick up some competition again, and
That's
we're going to
great.
start doing some stuff and get some. I got some young kids, 17-year-olds and stuff in there. I'm gonna start
Mhm.
getting in there because usually my guys are like 18 to like 22.
Yeah.
Is usually who I train.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, we've got class is huge. You got around 20 something people in the
I love
boxing
that.
class. So, well, I got around 40 total, but like
Yeah.
big family in there.
Yeah.
We have fun. I'm kind of mean, but
Well, with that, I mean, with all this other stuff going on, and it's like you don't have enough going on, being a family of this. What made you decide to start Boost Brands?
yeah. So Boost Brands came because it kind of feeds into my boxing.
Mm-hmm.
And this might sound corny, but I generally love helping people. I mean, it's awesome.
It's not corny. We all,
No,
I love it.
Like,
You love it.
I do. Like it keeps me up sometimes. I
Yeah.
think about how can I help this business? How can I do this? So it's the same thing with it's the same thing with the boxing, right? Like
Yeah.
I like to change people's fitness levels. I like to change people's mindset. So with business, I could do it except get paid for it quite a bit of
Yeah.
money because like I can change how they make money. I
Yeah.
can change where they show up and how businesses
Yeah.
find them. And they come to me and say, "Oh my goodness, this is awesome."
Where have you
So-
been all my life?
Yeah. I literally had a conversation with a guy this morning that said, "Man, I wish I would have started with you 8 months ago."
Yeah.
So like but that's kind of where it came up. Is I just love helping people and being able to use that as a business model
Yeah.
is absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
So that's where it kind of
Well-
fed into till we get into the data in it in a minute. But
Oh yeah. So yeah, I was gonna say that was my next one. So talk about the data in all this because I mean, me and you've had talks
Mm-hmm.
about algorithms, the data collection, the way that marketing is now today
Mhm.
is not the same. And I don't want to say the old school, but it's not the traditional way anymore.
no.
Newspapers and mailers and things like that, they're not dead. Let me explain that. It's still a thing, especially in rural communities. But for generations, like he said, he was born in 95. I was born in 84. Don't care to throw that out there. But we have adapted to a mix of or more so to the digital side of things.
Yeah, for sure.
And that's how people are getting their advertisements out. And I feel like every year it's getting stronger and stronger and stronger, especially now. And I know I hate to say it with AI and stuff that's coming out, it's making it a lot harder for some folks to even have a job. But how are you, say it was my business, right?
Mm-hmm.
How can you help elevate mine?
Yeah, so I'll go from this at first. So I work with contractors and local service businesses, right?
Okay.
So I will work with any business, but we have to make sure it's a right fit. I just don't
Right.
work with anybody.
You just don't take anybody, yeah.
Yeah, so we got to make sure it's going to be a good fit. I don't want to work with somebody I don't think I can make them money,
Yeah.
right? So if I don't think I can make you any money, then I will tell you what I think, but it might not be a right fit, right? So generally what I usually work with is anybody that you would say, it could be a plumber, it could be an electrician, it could be a concrete company, a gutter company, a roofing company, a mowing company, a landscape company, like anybody like that. It could be a real estate company, any kind of company that I work with. But generally how that works though is I have a foundation that I build out with all my customers.
Yep.
First off is I usually start, right? We can kind of start with yours, but I'll kind of blend it in and out. But generally what you have to start with is your website. Your website is one of the most important assets that you have.
100%.
And what people think is they think they can just use Claude and AI to build their websites.
Yeah.
You can use it, but you don't have the strategy behind it. So go for it and then see what happens. You're going to need what a marketer can actually do for you in a couple months from now because you kind of missed that part because you just told an agent to build your website. So that's the one thing I run into a lot. Like, oh, I can get Claude to do it, but it's more about the brand than the website. So
because the AI may not know you, who you are.
Even if you tell it stuff, it still doesn't know what it needs to know.
Right. And if you know somebody, especially in the rural communities that come up, for myself, you're going to be like, okay, Kelly, I know you. I know your basis. I know your feel. I know your vibe. And this is what I would change different from what you already started. This looks great and all, but this is how I would fix it. Right?
Well, I'm probably about to give you some ideas that kind of help with a lot of that, right? So So like, here's how the structure goes. It goes website. I first get with the customer. So like, if it'd be you, I'll check out your website and I would just run an audit through it, right? I build my own software so I can like do anything that I possibly need to do to figure out the problem. So I would check that out. And generally what happens is a lot of people have these, I hate to say it, but they're just very bad websites that look like they were put together before, I don't know, the 2000s, if that's even, you know, like they're very bad websites.
They're basic.
Yeah, they might just be one page and they might not even, they might just say like home as the page and just a couple pictures, right? And they think that's a website. So basically what I like to do is I like to take a brand and I like to understand them. I want to understand the equipment they use. I want to understand the people that they serve. I want to understand what the customers think about them, right? I want to understand every single thing that makes them different and stand out in the rest of the world. Because the cool thing about this is AI's here, and I love it. I love it because it's easier. It's easier to rank. Because you have to do it the hard way, right? You have to give detail and you have to give information. So going back to if somebody just built their own brand, they don't really know what to put in there. Me, I know exactly what to put inside of these. These I'm going to call them assets right now because we're only talking about website. So we get all that information and we start building it out, right? And then what we kind of do from there is then we focus on, okay, you've been in business. It's crazy. I had a call with a customer the other day. They've been in business for 20 years. They have, it's a bad website. It's a one-page website, and they have over 120 reviews, and they're in a different state.
Okay.
It breaks my heart because like they were rated like top, like electrician of the year in 2025 or something like that.
Yeah.
And they don't get seen anywhere. They don't get any calls.
Yeah.
But like the reason is because their brand's not built up. So to get into that, let's start with this website. When you build a website out, what you do is you focus on, let's just do something I'm comfortable with, like a landscaper. You're a landscaper. What services do you offer? You offer mowing, you offer tree installation, you offer
trimming.
Yeah. Well, that would be a tree service business. That's different. Right?
Well, my landscaper trims.
Okay. Yeah.
The hedges, whatever. Sorry. The bushes.
Well, let's go bigger. Let's go landscape design. Let's go hardscape design, right?
Yeah.
Every single service I just laid out has to be an individual landing page. So when you're on AI and when you're on Google and you're searching for who installs hardscapes near McMinnville, who installs hardscapes in, Nashville.
Yeah.
You want to be the solution that shows up.
Yeah.
How do you become that solution?
Yeah.
Well, you have to have an awesome web page built out, because every single web page on your website should be treated as an individual website, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So website, and then you go,
it's its
hardscape.
own self.
Yeah, exactly.
What you're saying, it represents in its own self.
Yep.
I know what you're saying exactly.
And then what you do to that though is then you build those pages out. They have to be very strategically built out. The process that you offer, videos on there, pictures that of the project that you've done and things like that. And then you have to do the hardest part, which is one of the worst parts of my job, because I'm not in control of it. You have to get reviews. I say it so much, like it feels just like a turning wheel, just constantly like you have to get reviews. Like I don't care how uncomfortable it is. You're losing money if you don't get reviews. I've got customers that have been in business for years and they don't have many reviews. And here's what people think. People think that reviews are just a conversion opportunity, meaning if they see the reviews, they'll convert and they'll call you.
Yeah.
No, that's not the main reason. I don't even know if you know that.
No.
The main reason of reviews, especially in a local service like a market, is let's say this. You've got your market right here, and let's say it's 25 miles, right? Yeah. The more reviews you get about the specific service on that review, the bigger that bubble is going to get and the greener that it's going to get and put you in those top 3 positions to be able to be found, right? Then what you do with those reviews is you take those reviews and then you start pushing those reviews out on your website as proof. You put projects that you took with, like videos and all that, with those reviews. And that's how you show yourself and make yourself unique on Google and AI and things like that.
Yeah.
So that's kind of like some of the basis, like in like a quick 10-minute talk on the website and the review part of it, right?
Yeah.
And you want to get that in your Google business profile.
I understand what you're saying. Looking at a social media aspect, the more people that comment on my page, the more people that share my page, the more people you start becoming an algorithm. And that is why one reason why Warren First is what we call monetized on Facebook and Instagram.
Yep.
Is because of the more people commenting, sharing whatever even when y'all like it with a thumbs up, that's good for me.
Even hate's the best part. Hopefully you don't get no hate, but hate's great.
I've got a few, yeah, good or bad, but I haven't had a lot of bad.
Yeah.
But I've had it. And, like they always say, good press, bad press is still good press for us because it keeps us going.
Mm-hmm.
I just try not to, add on to all that. So the website is how you start out. And then is there do you do with your packages, is there a commitment that you have to make with this? Is there, because I know when there's businesses trying to rebrand themselves,
mm-hmm.
they want a magical unicorn to come in and be like, Ray, can you just please give me 2 weeks and change this up? Do you go in there like I do and say, listen, I wish I had that magical unicorn? Depending on what circumstances this is after I get to know you guys, this could take 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, a year.
Yeah.
Do you go in like that too?
100%. Yeah, I don't make promises I can't commit to.
Same.
I don't, like I said, I do this because it's a job and I like to help people.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not going to take somebody's money and tell them a lie like this is going to take 2 weeks. That's crazy.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I tell people, I can gauge the market and understand what that looks like. So if you're in a city like McMinnville, we got, I think, 60,000, 70,000, 80, I don't know, something like that. Population.
It's over 40K,
okay.
I think.
Okay, let's just say 40,000, person population. So you look at the population, then you go look at what the service is, right? If you're a plumber, that's pretty competitive. If you're a landscaper, that's very competitive.
Mm-hmm.
If you're a gutter installation company, there's none. Let me give you an example. Well, I'll do that one later. So if you're a gutter installation company, then you don't have to work that hard, right? But if you're an excavation company, oh my goodness, there's so many of those.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
So I work with an excavation company here, and I've got them ranking everywhere for all sorts of keywords, all their main keywords. They are making money. They've been working with me for 4 or 5 months now. They're literally making so much more money off of what they're paying me because they're just letting me do my thing, and they're trusting me. They trusted me. And I'm doing the exact strategy, just that tiny first part monthly for these guys, and plus coaching and all that stuff too. This is only what I've told you so far is only 10% of how you would do this to your brand. I can teach anybody. I've done it. I can grow brands to hundreds of thousands to millions of dollars. It's not, the strategy is there. It's not that hard. You just have to trust somebody. It's like an investment, like a 401k. You have to trust somebody to take your brand and your advertising money and put it in buckets to make it grow. Yeah. And I have 100% success rate on that. And if I don't, I'll tell you straight up, I can't do this.
Yeah.
So, but that's kind of, I think you asked the question, how do you gauge it? Well, I gauge it by what's your competition and what's your population.
Yeah.
Right. And then we kind of go from there. And then after you start ranking, then we go into the other fundamental stuff. Then we start talking about growing with ads and LSA ads, Google ads, Facebook ads, and all that stuff.
Okay.
That's more on phase 3 though, right? Phase 1 is foundation and reviews.
And learning it, building trust.
Yep. And
trust the process.
Trust the process.
Trust the process.
Yeah, I've been
I always say that all the time. But if you do it this way, I promise, just trust the process.
It takes, and you can't you don't know what Google's going to do. I have a guy in Kalamazoo right now. That's 250,000 person population.
Yeah.
I was working on it for, I got here, and it's he has 25 competitors. He's a tree company. I've got him top 3 in AI search now.
Oh, great.
And I've got him 4. I've got him number 4 on Google Map Pack.
Yeah.
That's the thing I didn't really bring up either. You have, so people say Google's going away. You probably heard that. It's not going away.
No.
But you have AI search results. You have Google search results. Okay. So let's start with Google. In Google, you have multiple ways that you can show. It's changing. But when you type in, let's keep on landscapers, best hardscape installers near me, or best hardscape installers, McMinnville, or whatever. You're going to pop up in AI results first.
Mm-hmm.
Then you're going to pop up in the Google Map Pack second.
Yeah.
Then you're going to pop up in the organic search results after that.
Right.
Yeah, which is the SERP, which is down the line.
Yeah.
But people want to think, oh, that doesn't matter anymore. But the organic search results actually
are the best.
What influences the AI.
Yeah.
So if you show up in the Map Pack and you show up in the search results, then you're going to get recommended at the top.
Yeah.
In the AI search results. Yeah. Right. And then that's how you bring in the big money. Think about it. If you're a landscaper and you get a design job, that could be $50,000, $100,000 just like that.
Instant.
Yeah. I had a customer the other day with Google Ads, made $150,000 off of $20,000 of spending money.
It's crazy.
It's a no-brainer. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just because he was in the right spot at the right time,
Right
and
time.
he knew how to close the deal.
Yeah. I love that.
It's awesome.
So if anybody wants to become a part of Boost Brands, how can they get in touch with you?
Yeah, basically, my website is boostbrands.com, and that's with a Z. So it's BOOSTBRANDZ.com.
Okay.
And they can reach out to me from there. They can check out my website. I have a ton of proof on there. I'm a big believer in proof.
Yeah.
All my customers, that's one of my biggest things is proof.
Report
proof,
card.
proof.
Report card.
Yeah, like I need proof. I'll be like, listen, post on Facebook 24/7.
Yeah.
Like I want to get all your information. I want to understand you.
Yeah.
The more details I have about you and the more information you're in this spot, it's the more likely you're going to close a deal and make more money and grow your business.
Yeah, I love that. Is there anything that we haven't tapped on?
Yeah.
Philip?
Ads.
Ads. Do you want to talk about
that?
that?
We'll be real quick on it.
Yeah.
So like that's phase 2 is when we
Yeah.
move into ads. So what a lot of service businesses and contractors miss out on is they're afraid of ads and things like this because of like it costs money. You're paying for somebody to click something or paying for somebody to call you, and they're like, oh, what if I can't get that back?
Yeah.
Let me put it in perspective for you. I have a landscaper in this town right now that they are paying $45 per lead on local service ads, okay, which is one of Google's ad platforms.
Okay.
And basically, when somebody calls you, you pay for that call, and it costs around $45. Okay, so how do you make that work well, right?
Yeah.
So you have to get reviews, and then I have to optimize it. I have to coach them on how to answer the calls and things like that because the AI on their system listens to it, and then eventually you're going to be rolling. You're going to get getting these calls, right? They've literally made like $50,000-$60,000 off of not even $2,000 in ad spend in the last 2 months.
That's
from
crazy.
LSA ads.
Yeah.
Right. That's phase 2, right?
Yeah.
So in LSA ads, you can't be so specific. So we're going to stay on landscaping. You can't be so specific and say like, I want landscape design jobs. I want hardscape installation jobs. I want tree jobs because LSA is a little broad.
Yeah.
So then you move into phase 3, which is Google advertising. So Google advertising, you be specific to what you're trying to get a job for. So let's just say landscape design or let's say retaining walls.
Yeah.
So you would build out ad copy and ads around retaining wall installation in the city and retaining wall builders, best retaining walls, and all that type of stuff.
Yeah.
And then what you do from there is I'm not going to go into too much detail because it gets confusing, but you build a website,
That's
you build
why
web
it's in your
pages
brain,
around
man.
it. Yeah. You build web pages around it. You build your ad platform around it. Then you push content to that. And then you pay per click on that, right?
Yeah.
So then your leads might end up being $250 per lead, right? At that point, because you pay per click.
Yeah.
So if somebody clicks your ad, it could be $20, but nothing happens. $30, nothing happens. But then one of those clicks eventually, based on how well and how good the proof is on the page, they're going to come to you and want to quote, and then you're going to go close the deal because you're amazing at what you do.
Yeah.
Or we wouldn't be doing these ads in the first place.
Right.
So
I love that. It's all in your head. I'm like, Sydney, get this boy's number. Yeah, I think we need to have a sit down. I have it. I've always. His family's my neighbors, so for now we're fixing to move. But yes, but no, I just think this is so fascinating. Like all the knowledge that you have, and honestly, though, right? I don't think anybody does what you do in this town. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. I don't think so.
no, there's people who just build websites, but I'm positioning myself as a brand builder.
Yeah.
So
I love
don't
that.
even like the term website anymore because anybody can build a website. Like
Yeah.
I want to build your brand and work on your brand.
Yeah.
And I want to coach you to be the best of what you possibly can be.
Yeah.
And it literally like I'm not
It's
being
like a little baby. You take
I
your
know.
little baby and you're raising it, and you're like, okay, you're a teenager. You can drive now. Go. Flourish, right?
Yes. And it just like it makes me I get so excited. Like I love it. Like I absolutely love doing this.
Yeah,
It's like
I can
training. It's like
tell.
training a fighter and then they get to go win their fight.
Yeah.
Like I absolutely love it when I get a text message and say, hey, listen, you're the guy. Like I'm getting all sorts of calls. And like my business has grown significantly because of
And
this.
it makes you feel good.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Yeah.
And then they refer people to me and then it just keeps growing. And then I get to keep doing it.
Yeah, I love
It's a
it.
blessing. Like I'm
feel
glad like I was given the talent to do something like this because it's freaking awesome.
Did you ever, off air, we were saying this before we started, did you ever think that this was going to be the job that you would be doing?
No.
Because we all say we didn't go to college for anything that we're doing.
Listen, the reason I did this is so I went to school for IT.
Okay.
So I'm a tech guy, so I got to do all that. I worked a very long time in the tech field, but like I built a webpage for the company I was working for, and it was just a dumb web page like 7 years ago.
Yeah.
Like it was terrible. I didn't even do it right. I just got into SEO, didn't really understand it. That web page literally converted into a whole entire division to a corporation.
Yeah.
To grow and grow their business.
Yeah.
Like 10 years later, still from
good.
one little page that was built, changed the whole entire business's trajectory on a certain division that they do.
Yeah, and changed your life.
Yeah, and then it changed me. Like I fell in love with it.
Yeah.
So.
Oh my God, babies are adorable.
Yeah.
I love it. Well, again, it has been such a blessing having you in here today. Guys, again, if you want to check out and get more information about what Ray Bishop does with Boost Brands, you can go to their website, right? boostbrands.com.
Yep.
And then you can also email him as well. And that was Boost Brands.
Well, if you go to my website, there'll be a contact button. But it's just Ray at boostbrands.com.
Okay. But yeah, this has been such a treat having him on the show. I saw this post on social media one night and I was like, you can come on my show. But he's also looking for other podcasters, other fellow entrepreneurs out there that are doing what we're doing, anybody that can get him on a platform. I strongly encourage to give him a call and get in touch with him, because I just love how people are just so encouraged to, in a positive way, like you're doing, to encourage other brands just to grow and flourish. And if they're doing good, then you know what I mean? We're all doing good. We're working we're all working together.
Yeah.
That's all what it's all about. So again, thank you so much for coming on the show this morning. Oh, you're welcome. And listen, you can come anytime, my friend.
I love to talk.
Yeah, I know you do.
So I could talk for another 2 hours.
I know you
and bore people to death when they're watching this. So
you're fine.
Oh, I know it gets boring.
Well, we may try to entice another in-studio guest that was a random, because he's dressed to impress today. But I'm not going to tell you who it is until I get the confirmation on this. But remember, Warren County, keep it first.
Or taking out, we've got something for everyone.
From our mouth-watering brisket, baby back ribs, juicy ribeye steaks, specialty sandwiches, and fried chicken tenders, your taste buds are in for a treat.
Don't forget our weekly specials. Monday, spaghetti or hamburger steak. Tuesday, meatloaf or barbecue chicken pork. Wednesday, pork loin or Salisbury steak. Thursday, smoked chicken house or country fried steak. Friday, fried catfish or Cajun catfish on rice.
Whether you're feeding hundreds at a company picnic or meeting a friend for lunch, you can count on Praters to satisfy your taste buds.
Call us at 635-2259 and taste the tradition at Praters Barbecue. 30 years of excellence.
This is Tennessee, where every blade of grass tells a story and every lawn is a legacy. At McMinnville Lawn and Garden, we don't just sell equipment. We partner with you to protect what matters most. From Skaggs' finest zero turns to expert service that keeps your land looking its best. Because this is more than business. This is home. McMinnville Lawn and Garden, where Tennessee pride meets Tennessee quality.
Come join us at 110 East Main Street for a farm-to-table experience all year long. We offer gluten-free, dairy-free, guilt-free goodness that will leave you feeling energized and satisfied with every bite. Our small batch from-scratch menu bursts with juice, shots, smoothies, soups, wraps, and sandwiches, and more prepared daily to give you all the nutrients your body craves. We never add powder, sugars, or anything you can't pronounce, so don't miss out on this delicious, healthy opportunity. Swing by and indulge in some wholesome goodness today at 110 East Main Street, McMinnville, Tennessee.
Community Network Productions takes you inside each community with local interest stories, local music artists, and information.
With each show, the focus is the people and our beautiful community. With our creative team, we customize unique show ideas with our friends in the community. Our focus is you.
See each of our shows on all social media, including Facebook, Instagram, and at our website at www.communitytvtn.com.
right Medicare plan can feel overwhelming, but you don't have to do it alone. Kim Hillis with Guided Senior Solutions helps you find the Medicare, life insurance, and final expense coverage that fits your needs. Local help, personal guidance, peace of mind. Call Kim Hillis today at 813-247-2172 or visit guidedseniorsolutions.net.
Dirt, mold, and mildew can make your property look worn down. Phil's Pressure Washing can restore the beauty of your home or business with gentle, soft washing. We clean roofs, driveways, gutters, decks, and more. Proudly serving McMinnville, Morrison, Sparta, Smithville, and surrounding areas. Fully insured and licensed with 10+ years of experience. Call Phil's Pressure Washing today and let us do the dirty work.
I don't know.
All right. Well, it has been a great, amazing day so far. And, I've been trying to wrangle this man in, but, with his other job, being a restaurant owner stuff, you gotta pay the bills, as we say.
Got to keep the lights on.
Gotta keep the lights on. But we're going to have an impromptu Super Tuesday show. Yay! Okay, well, and again, this happened because everybody loves these two words, jury duty.
I actually had jury duty earlier,
Yeah.
but last week I was selected on a case, but today I was not chosen. So I thought, let's just walk up and down the streets this morning. And
So I'm like, wait a minute, I got a glare in the window, and I'm like, send me. But no, so in studio with us now, he is running for the county commissioner, executive county commissioner seat. Sorry. This is J.C. Petit. And good morning.
Good morning. I bring you sunshine to Warren County.
He says this all the time. Thank you when it's sunshine. So everybody, we've seen you at a few functions already on these community forums and such. I know we missed you at the last one I was at, but you were out of town.
Yes.
For that one. So for anybody that may, and I feel like I'm repeating myself, but it is, for anybody that may not know you, who are you? How long have you been here? Who's your fam? I mean, I know everything about you, so I'm just going to sit here and shut up now. So go on. You talk, buddy.
So I am J.C. Petit Jr. A lot of people know me as Junior.
Yep.
I grew up here all my life. I was born in 1975.
Yeah.
Never left the county. Graduated high school in 1993.
Okay.
Member of the Church of Christ. Have run Jay's Restaurant with my father. We opened in 83.
Yeah, I remember.
I was 8 years old. I started working when I was 15. Yeah. Graduated in 93.
Yeah.
The next day, after spending the night at your lock-in, I went to go work 12 hours. That was my good graduation present. Had opportunities to go to college, but I was wanting money now, So the skills of learning was great with my dad, but also it was free.
Yeah.
I jumped on board with something that I could take the rest of my life skills and can work with anywhere with this.
Right.
Whether it's actually working with the public, working with food, budgeting money, because a lot of people don't understand. As a business owner, you have more than just one bill.
Oh gosh, yeah.
What you have at home, multiply that by 2 to 3, and that's what I have every day.
Yeah.
So because we're budgeting our house, we're budgeting our business, we're budgeting different types of taxes. There's a lot of skills just from a business aspect that I can implement on this project.
Yeah. And so with that being said, moving forward on this candidacy, this is your first time ever taking office. Now, I mean, me and you've had, off air on the phone conversations numerous times throughout the year about political things. And so I do feel like you do have the knowledge about, what's going on in our counties and in our cities, right?
Yes.
And you've attended city and county meetings as well, correct?
I've been actually doing it behind the scenes for several years.
Yeah.
In person, we really started doing it about 14 to 15 months ago.
Okay.
Politics has always been in my blood.
Right.
With my dad being from France, I'm a second generation immigrant. In around 96, he actually became a U.S. citizen because he wanted the right to vote.
Yeah.
He said, and he instilled in that to me at 18.
Yeah.
Follow your politics, push a button, because whether or not your person wins or loses,
right,
you cannot complain without pushing that button.
Yeah.
And so that's been instilled with me ever since I was
Yeah.
18 years old. But following with what's going on within the county,
Yeah.
I'm not saying that. Let's put it this way: we have a lot more room to grow.
Yeah. There's still some stuff that
We
can
do.
Yeah.
I don't know how you feel about Murfreesboro.
Yeah.
Super congested. I don't like the traffic. I don't want to be a Rutherford County.
No. I don't want to be Nashville.
But there's no reason why we cannot be competitive with Coffee
True.
and Putnam County. And guess what? Those two have interstates.
Yeah.
We have a lot of resources here we can tap into.
Yeah. And and talking about making the decision, because originally you were trying to decide between your district. What district are you?
District 3 County
District
Commission
3 County Commissioner,
or County
or
Executive.
were you going to be the county executive?
Correct.
So what made you decide to pull the trigger to run for a county executive? What was the final decision for you?
So the first filing of papers that I received within the election office was for County Commission 3.
That's right.
They walked me through the process. I checked all the boxes off, and we were approved. I was fixing to walk out the door, and I said, has anybody picked up papers to run for county executive?
Yeah.
And at the time, it was nobody but the current one that we have in office is.
Mr. Bell. Mm-hmm.
So I said, well, you always need options. No matter what level of politics, it should not be an easy road. You should have options.
Yeah.
So they said, would you like papers for that? And I said, if it's okay. Now, you can only turn in one or the other.
Right. You couldn't do both.
So this is a big decision.
Yeah. And you didn't take it lightly.
No. I prayed on it every night, talked to my family multiple times. But honestly, when the word got out that I had picked up papers, and I'm getting phone calls, and I'm getting visits, whether it's in the streets or town or at my business or at my house. What can we do for you?
Yeah.
When can I sign this?
Yeah.
When you have that kind of support,
Yeah.
that's
your sign.
Warren County is pushing 45,000 citizens. My biggest concern with what we're dealing with right now is transparency. Transparency amongst the commission, but also with the community.
Yeah.
I don't want nothing shocked when they hear something, because a lot of people don't follow local politics unless they watch Channel 4 News.
Oh, that's
and
true.
Channel 4 is not going to report out of Nashville on
They're
a
not
daily
gonna
basis of
report
Warren
what
County.
our rural community's doing. No.
So more people follow the federal
Mhm.
side of it because the nightly news and things of that nature.
Mhm.
And I understand that. So my issue is, and that I want him to implement, is I want everything to be recorded so we can hold the people accountable,
Yeah.
including myself.
Right.
I'm not excluding me out of anything. The reason why is, let's say, for instance, there was a topic last night on a situation and somebody happened to see the video. They come into the office the next day and said, no, explain to me what this was
What
about
this
last
means.
night. And I'm like, I don't know, but let's go back and look at it.
Let's watch the tape. Roll back.
Then we can actually talk and I can walk you through.
Yeah, and on to that, on that point, the only things that is really recorded, that other than what the media companies like myself do, is Ben Lomond has that set up in the full courtroom where they videotape the full court.
Correct.
And we say this all the time on the show, whether I have Junior or whoever comes in on my show, the subcommittees are truly, truly where everything's at, because when the shock and the awe factor come in is at these full court committee meetings that me and Junior and a lot of the people that have been to the subcommittees, for example, and we're not shocked that some things are not being questioned because they answered a majority of these in those subcommittees.
Correct. And I've actually talked to some other commissioners that I said during a full court meeting, like before or after they had voted on the decision, and we've talked, discussed it out in the parking lot.
Yeah.
And I do understand that, let's say that one person is on the airport committee and another one might be on bridges and highway. That's totally two separate.
Yeah,
but if it's something to vote on, are you looking at the packet?
Yeah.
Now, look, everybody,
as a whole, correct.
Everybody has a full-time job. Commissioners, it's not about the job. You're doing it in your heart for the community.
It's a service to your community.
But there needs to be some communication. We need to learn to communicate. We need differences. And you know why we need differences? Differences at a table create ideas. If we're all the same, we're going to be boring and bland.
Yeah.
So I'm not afraid or opposed of reaching across an aisle, whether it's because of the political side of it or the ideal side of it, because there always could be something that I did not think about by what they've said.
Right.
And we piece it together. Warren County is a puzzle and everybody holds a piece.
Yeah.
It's about piecing it together for everybody.
Yeah.
So transparency is the biggest push that I have.
And speaking of transparency, there's a lot of what's the word you said, like misconceptions of what you like. If you win, or the county commission, the county executive seat, things they can and cannot do. What are a lot of the myths that, people have come up to you and was like, well, can you do this? Can you do that? Is there anything that people's come up to you?
I've had a lot of discussions. Of course, the animal shelter is a big one. Animal shelter, that is county run.
Yeah.
There has been talks where some other counties actually just dismantled theirs, and we don't have one. We do need this service at times.
Yeah.
Nonprofits is a big one that I've been asked a lot of questions on. Nonprofits and nonprofit organizations and centers are not affiliated with the county.
Yes. So what can you as a county executive do or not do for nonprofits?
So when it comes to nonprofits, they're fixing to start coming next month with their budgets.
Yeah.
For instance, let's say Meals on Wheels, Families in Crisis, the Senior Center, the Rescue Squad, Volunteer Fire Department.
Yeah.
They're working right now on their budget for 26, 27.
Right. For the
So
new
they're
year.
going to start turning their reports in what they would like to request for monetary money for their departments to come to the county. Now, listen, there is a 6 to 8 team board on that. So let's say a couple of them are going to say, now listen, this certain particular item doesn't need as much as last year. It goes by a majority.
Yeah.
So not one or two can close it down, this and that. A lot of people don't understand, like the rescue squad is very important to the county. We need to help fund things that bring back in. And everybody needs help.
Everybody does.
Everybody needs help.
And
It's how you appropriate and monitor that they use it wisely.
Yeah.
And things of that.
And the one thing that has come up to me a lot was hiring and firing other elected officials. That was like a misconception, right? You know which one I'm talking about specifically, probably.
Yes, I've been asked,
can you hire and fire other elected officials above your stature?
I could, let's say, if they're within my office, yes. But would you do that? No.
No.
Because the reasoning why is they have 4 years experience under the prior administration, but that was underneath it you're taking over.
Yeah.
You need their knowledge. You need to learn what maybe are still in the works on projects and then get you going to the next level.
Yeah. And then another one that kind of, shutting businesses down, whether it's, a private business or a nonprofit. I've had a lot of people come up to me and said, can certain elected officials, not just, county executives per se, but it's like a majority of them, like who can shut things down. Like, so say families in crisis, for example, can you shut them down?
It's not part of the county.
Yeah.
It's not within a department underneath the building of the county.
Okay. Because again, there's so many misconceptions, especially during political season, that things get thrown out there. And I strongly suggest to you guys that watch the show with us here to, when somebody comes up to you with I don't want to call it what it is, but rumor or gossip, before you jump down the rabbit hole or join teams, you need to go and do this research. All these questions and all this stuff that's being talked about are elected officials,
Well, I'll give you a perfect thing.
Mm-hmm.
2 reasons why I cannot tell you a lie or a story. Number 1, because if I tell you a lie or a story and then you find out later the truth, guess what? It really looks bad on me. But I always say, number 2, God is watching.
Yes.
God is watching.
Yes. So when the election's over and say you won, what is one of the first things that you would like to I've said this to everybody I've had on my show, if you could implement anything, you had all the money, the budget, finance, like everything, the resources were endless, and you could change it in a snap.
Well, actually,
what is one thing you would like to fix?
A lot of things are going to take slow and progress times to implement and push.
But if you had, what's your priority?
The second thing that I want to run on is industry and growth.
Okay.
Industrial park. We have resources here that we can tap into. It takes some time. It's not something that happens overnight. We have to learn that people are not looking at Warren County as coming here as much as we are trying to pull them in.
Yeah.
So when we pull them in, we have to understand to let them know our sources of resources we have, whether it's transportation, the people that we can hire, the skills that we can offer. Also, community awareness is another thing I want to push. Warren County is the circle. The city of McMinnville is in the center. There are times where, even though we're all fighting for different tax dollars, we have to work together. We're both in it when it comes to the Milner Center. We need that to be a hot designated spot for storm shelter. Well, reason why is it holds a lot of people. It's got a lot more bathrooms, a bigger kitchen. There's resources there, and it's in the center of Warren County. We also are fighting for tourism.
Yeah.
Warren County offers Rock Island. We also Cumberland Caverns.
Yeah.
A little bit of kayaking, but a lot of your kayaking is more in the city. We put in at Pepper Branch Park, Smooth Rapids, and things like that.
Yeah.
This is where you work together with the city on certain situations.
Yeah.
What is Warren County known for?
Nursery capital.
There you go. Beautification. Here's something that I really want to try to get done. And like I said, it's not a promise. It's a try. You work with the city and the state. Why? If you're driving from, let's say, the minute you get to the red light at McMinnville Funeral Home intersection, and you go all the way to almost the hospital.
Yeah.
It's 4 lanes, intersection in the middle of grass. Did you know that the city actually owns sections going up into that, and the state takes over? So let's work with the city.
Yeah.
Let's till it up. Let's mulch it. Let's plant it. Why? Because we have the nursery here.
Let's
make it look like it's nursery, because honestly, you would not know unless you're driving on the back roads and stuff and make it look pretty.
Yeah, and then when new people come in here, they might see it and they'll be like, oh my God, I wonder where I can find that tree.
There you go. So, I mean, there's times, like I said, we need to work together because that's what we're in it as a whole.
Yeah, kind of like what we just said with Ray. Like at the end of the day, we're all wanting to work together.
We are. But a lot of topic is how can you bring retail back in? Retail is tricky because they look at the population. They also look at your household income.
And the poverty levels.
Yes. So, but what you do is instead of charging $1 to $1.25 a square foot on rental that you might own, 50 cents a square foot, 10% of sales. Then the county receives 2.5% of the 9.75 that a business has to report to the state every month.
Yeah.
But you put those 3 key components together, and if it's a good month, you're at $1.75.
Yeah.
Because you need to understand to help people get established and get off the ground before you just hit them hard.
I gotcha. But before I let you go, is there any final thoughts you would like to tell everybody?
My phone is always open for conversations, questions. I have many of answers. If not, one thing I've learned is if you don't have an answer to a question, you let them know the truth and you get back to them as quick as you can. And number two, I always have a cup of coffee in the morning. Anybody wants to come by and sit down, I'm ready to talk.
You always have a cup of coffee. Now, while I have Junior here, before I let him go, he is, of course, he is going to be marked, he's the Democratic nominee for this position. And we always talk about all the opportunities you can actually go to the Democratic meetings. It's always the first month.
First Monday of each month at 6 o'clock.
And that's at the Magnolia Room?
We're at the administrative building as you walk in.
That Magnolia Room?
So we're in the Magnolia Room.
And then you guys do Dims and Donuts every third
Saturday of each month at the restaurant in the mall from 9 to 10:30. We don't even talk politics.
You don't. I've been there several times. I told people,
It's
and
a
they
way-
have ham and sausage and biscuits.
We do a sausage and chicken biscuits, donuts, and a drink for $5.
Yeah.
And it's just a way to get people out there.
Yeah.
Now, one thing a lot of people are misconcept on when it comes to the Democratic Republican ticket on the county level, about 90% of those beliefs cannot be implemented within a county or lower government.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. And then are y'all still doing that bowling night?
So once a month, somebody within the committee gets to pick a fun night out.
Okay, so it's not just bowling; it's like a family night, a fun night out.
We do a fun night out, and we just kind of hang out and have a good time and chit chat about whatever.
Yeah.
We do bowling, we do movies, we do trivia at Smooth Rapids. We just every night, every month, it's something a little different. And we just mix it up.
I love it. So, guys, if you want to check it out, they do have a website that you can go to. They also have social media. Joseph Moore is the chair of the Democratic Party. I also know that there is starting a women's Democratic group as well, and I can't remember that lady's name right now. I do apologize. So there's all these options out there for you. So if you are a Democrat watching this and you're trying to find your people, this is how you do that.
Or if you want to be a Republican and pick my brains.
Yeah.
I have a Facebook. I've commented on here before.
Yes, you have.
You can reach out to me on that through Messenger. I can give out my personal cell number. My cell number I give out is my personal.
Yeah.
The reason why is I want the people to understand that I am in it for them and I don't hide nothing.
Yeah.
Why create something, a Google account for this and that? No. I have an 8-year-old.
Yeah.
He might not want the restaurant business. He might not want college.
Yeah.
We need a future.
You want a future for him, so he has options.
We have options.
I love that. Guys, this has been a great Super Tuesday interview. I'm so glad you didn't have jury duty.
Tuesday on Thursday.
What?
Today's Thursday.
What did I say? I know, it's Super Tuesday. I call it my Super Tuesday segment, guys.
Super Tuesday on Thursday.
Yeah. You're good. It's okay. I know what today is.
The sunshine has got her.
I'm like, what's going on? What did I say wrong?
And you know what? Sunshine.
Yep.
It might get bright in your eyes, but it puts a smile on your face.
It does, man. I love it when it's sunny outside. But like I said, this has been a great Super Tuesday segment on Thursday. And again, this is your Democratic representative for, I can't even say it now. I want to call you Junior, but I got to make sure I say it properly. J.C. Petit, he is running for your county executive position in this upcoming election, which for him and Terry Bell and then the other guys, James Farrell and
Jason McEwen, both of those are running as independent.
But as that election is going to be coming up in August. So again, remember, I can't stress to you how important voting is in your community. These are the people that are going to make or break decisions and represent you the best. And don't forget, right now, today's the 23rd. So between now and the 30th, early voting is going on. Make sure you check out those times. But starting tomorrow on the 24th, Early voting opens up at the Morrison-Ruatan location and the Centertown CIC location, okay? And you do not have to be members or part of that district to vote at one of these 3 locations. And I strongly encourage you guys to go out and vote. Go vote. It is a privilege. It is a blessing. It is your right. Because and I say that, me and Junior say this all the time, I don't want to talk to you if you don't vote. I'll talk to you to try to encourage you to vote, but don't be upset if somebody didn't get the seat that you thought should have got it. I say that all the time to my friends and family. So, but again, we have such an amazing show. Still, I mean, I didn't even line all these people. I only lined 2 people up. So this is great. We got one more guest coming in on the show. And then after that, it's going to be a wrap here at Juicy's Wellness and Cafe. But remember, Warren County, keep it first.
This is Tennessee, where every blade of grass tells a story, and every lawn is a legacy. At McMinnville Lawn and Garden, we don't just sell equipment. We partner with you to protect what matters most. From Skaggs' finest zero turns to expert service that keeps your land looking its best. Because this is more than business. This is home. McMinnville Lawn and Garden, where Tennessee pride meets Tennessee quality.
Fall is here, and it's the perfect time for planting. Visit Randall Walker Farms at 8240 Manchester Highway in Morrison, Tennessee. From fresh plants to seasonal favorites, we have everything you need to beautify your home or project this fall. Available for both retail and wholesale. Looking for something sweet? Don't miss out on our delicious frozen blueberries. Stop by and see us 6 days a week, Monday through Friday from 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. and Saturday from 7 a.m. to 12 p.m. For more information, call 931-635-9535 or email rwalkerfarms@benlomond.net. Get ready for fall with Randall Walker Farms, where fall planting begins.
Some call it Pioneer Country.
Some call it Tree City.
Some call it the WC.
We call it home.
From the first showing to the final signature.
From downtown charm to wide open fields.
Warren County isn't just on the map, it's where dreams are made.
Because when you're buying or selling in the WC, you deserve someone who gets it.
Make my mom your winning choice for buying or selling real estate in the WC.
Let's make your next move your best move.
Planning an auction? Count on the Get It Done Auction Company, the Donald Hillis Realty and Auction Company. In business since 1991, they specialize in residential and commercial real estate with emphasis on farms and land. They can help you with estate settlements, business liquidations, and farm dispersals, including land, livestock, and equipment. Donald Hillis Realty and Auction Company, representing more and more families in estate auctions each and every day. Call 473-7774 or visit DonaldHillisRealty.com. Firm 2273.
1964 to start Ganton Bolden. Now it's Gateway Tire and Service Center. He wanted our customers to have the best products and service at a fair price. That was his motto then, and that still stands today. We promise to be upfront and honest with each and every customer. We'll never try to sell something that our customers doesn't need just to make a buck. If that's what makes us different from our competitors, well, we're just fine with that. Come see us today or give us a call at 931-815-9000.
Come join us at 110 East Main Street for a farm-to-table experience all year long. We offer gluten-free, dairy-free, guilt-free goodness that will leave you feeling energized and satisfied with every bite. Our small batch from-scratch menu bursts with juice, shots, smoothies, soups, wraps, and sandwiches, and more prepared daily to give you all the nutrients your body craves. We never add powder, sugars, or anything you can't pronounce, so don't miss out on this delicious, healthy opportunity. Swing by and indulge in some wholesome goodness today at 110 East Main Street, McMinnville, Tennessee.
Community Network Productions takes you inside each community with local interest stories, local music artists, and information.
With each show, the focus is the people and our beautiful community. With our creative team, we customize unique show ideas with our friends in the community. Our focus is you.
See each of our shows on all social media, including Facebook, Instagram, and at our website at www.communitytvtn.com.
Some call it Pioneer Country.
Some call it Tree City.
Some call it the WC.
We call it home.
From the first showing to the final signature.
From downtown charm to wide open fields.
Warren County isn't just on the map, it's where dreams are made.
Because when you're buying or selling in the WC, you deserve someone who gets it.
Make my mom your winning choice for buying or selling real estate in the WC.
Let's make your next move your best move.
Hi, this is Chris Chalpin, owner of Reddick Brown Ford right here in Morrison, Tennessee. In the nursery capital of the world, you need a truck that works as hard as you do. At Reddick Brown Ford, we understand growers, landscapers, and nursery owners because we serve Warren County every single day. From Ford Super Duty trucks to dependable commercial fleet, we help you haul, tow, and grow your business with confidence. Our team also knows your industry, your season, and your bottom line. So when it's time for your next work truck, don't go far from home. Reddick Brown Ford, proud to support the nursery community. Veteran owned and operated right here in Warren County.
Welcome back, Warren First 931. I'm Kelly Slaughter, host of the show, and we are live at Juicy's Wellness and Cafe, and I have got denied food, y'all, because, and there's something.
I probably seen after me. I didn't do a thing.
Junior just left. Should we call you? No. Well, there's some action going on with the city police department, it looks like. Huh? The hotel. Okay.
Wow.
Well, Cindy's going to get some good dish. Guys, we are live at Juicy's Wellness and Cafe, and they have so many amazing specials and drinks weekly. Please follow them on social media. Make sure you check them out. And then some Mary, India, Cindy, and the whole staff here do such a phenomenal job making you feel like you're at home. But real quickly, because he did come and show up, and I'm going to do a quick interview with him. Cody Jones is here to talk about this Saturday's events going on for the Cartwright family. So plug away, my friend.
Those of you know.
Here, I'll hold it for you while you talk.
Those of you know about the event this weekend, we are not doing no rain date. The registration was supposed to be at 8 o'clock, but from what the radar's showing, about towards 1 o'clock, we're going to have it from 1 to, I guess, cut off at 12. And we're going to do it that way.
Okay.
But we are doing it because this is a hard-working, accomplished thing that Madison has done. And God bless her for this. She's a very well-known person around here. And another thing I want to say, just don't pay attention to motorcycles, please, because we done had a few of them accidents lately.
Mm-hmm.
So anyways, yes, this is a big event for Zach Cartwright and Macy. They're wanting to have a little boy or girl, God's blessings.
Yeah.
And I was wanting to come up here to talk about this because I want it to be huge. I want it to look like Slammin' Jammin' if we can. Because I know Ride Strip's coming up next month. Donations are always welcome. It's a free event. It's good food. I think from the Slick Pig, Willie B Smokehouse will be there. And like I said, I'm a little nervous because it's last minute. So
here you go. I'll do it for you, buddy. So benefit car, bike, and truck show in support of Zach and Macy Cartwright. Join us on April the 25th, which is this Saturday. at the Warren County Fairgrounds in support of Zach and Macy Cartwright's Surrogacy Journey. Come enjoy vehicles of different varieties, from classic cars and trucks all the way down to some of the fastest motorcycles. Like he said, the event is for free.
Yep.
There's going to be a contest. It's $15 per entry.
Vehicle.
Yeah, per category.
But on that, I did find out, because we had
Mhm.
some confusion. You can pay, like, say you got 2 cars or more. You can put, or 1 car, you can put in however much you want to put in it, whatever a category you choose. You will still win something.
Okay.
It's all about it. But the
Okay.
money all goes towards Cartwrights.
Okay.
So it's all for fun.
And the categories are Best in Show, Most Unique, Best Bike, Best Car, Best Truck, Kids' Choice. Registration does start at 8 a.m. in the morning. Like he said, food trucks that will be there will be Willie B's Smokehouse and Sweet Emmeline's Cheesecakes. Each contest category will have its own prize, and the public will decide who wins. All voting will be donations based. So it's going to be like, I guess everybody's going to have a bucket or a bag.
Yeah, and
And
put
then
in
the
front of the
money, like a dollar is
Yeah.
one vote. So if they
Yeah.
put $5, it's $5.
Yeah.
So whoever raises the most money in each category essentially is going to win on this end. All voting will, like I said, donation based, which means that whoever has the most cash put towards their vehicle will win that category. And all proceeds from the entry fees and donation based voting for the contest will go directly to the Cartwright family. Again, this is an event, it goes on from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. Warren County, or it's going to be at the Warren County A&L Fairgrounds.
Where the Midway is. We
Yeah,
go
you're going to
through
be
there.
at the Midway, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Which, if you're not familiar with Warren County, the address is 194 Fairgrounds Road here in McMinnville. And again, make sure come one and come all. And I will tell you this, one thing I always talk about nonprofits, especially with this, with their surrogacy journey.
I'll let you read that too.
Okay. With the surrogacy
Because
journey.
that's what Madison sent me.
Okay. With that being said, if you cannot show up, go to Zach and Macy and say like, hey, here's a donation, or something like that. If you know them, see them, because this is something that's
You can always go up to
important.
Security Federal, and because Zach's mother works there, and hand her the money as well. I mean, she's
Okay,
there all the
there you
time.
go, Security Federal.
But don't quote me on that.
Which one does she work at?
The main branch up
The main
now.
branch. Okay, so
That's Leanne Cartwright.
So Madison sent, hey, Cody, we don't have a rain out date planned. And I have honestly passed out so many flyers outside out of Warren County that I feel like there isn't enough time to notify everyone if it rains out. So I've been keeping an eye on the weather, and it's looking more like rain may clear up at least a little in the afternoon. So I've extended the registration time to end at 1 p.m. so that maybe it'll stop people can get there in dire conditions. I wish I had thought of a rain out date in the beginning of my brain was overrun with ideals, and that was the last thing on my mind. Also, I want to say thank you for getting it put on the radio and all the places you're getting it announced. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
So, but again, yeah, this is another great opportunity. There's so many fundraisers that go on.
Let's
but
make this happen if it's rain or shine. I mean, come on, it's the best thing to do. It's God's given thing to do.
yeah,
And
I
that's
love
what this town is forgiven. It's in our hearts and all about God.
exactly.
God's with us every day.
Guys, it has been such a crazy day on the show, and it's already time to wrap it up. I did not plan for everybody to show up like they did. I called only two people.
I apologize. I was.
No, it's
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
I take run-ins. But no, it was so grateful to have our scheduled in-studio guests. I want to say thanks again to Ray Bishop with Boost Brands. And I also want to say thank you to Justin Matthew Campbell for coming in and talking to us about the Magnus Library, the importance of a library in a rural community. And then our last minute impromptus, I want to thank Junior from Jay's Restaurant. He's running as the county executive as JC Petite. And he's going to be running in the August election. So when August hits, if you're in with the Democratic primary, you need to push him through. And so to get him in, if that's who you think is going to represent you the best, or if you think Terry Bell or James Farrell or, I already forgot, McEwen.
Yeah.
McEwen. the McEwen and Farrell are running as independents. And hopefully we can get them on the show as well. I've been trying to get everybody to come on when they can, but it just worked out today that JC was, they didn't need him at jury duty, and so he just drove on right by. And then last but definitely not least, we want to thank Cody for coming in on the show today.
The one and only.
The only one and only, Cody Jones. Excuse me, for coming in and talking to us about this
As
amazing
everybody knows,
fundraiser.
the car show king.
Yeah, the car show king. But guys, take care. God bless. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Keep it first.
And remember, Warren County, you can be a blessing or a curse. But remember, keep it first.